Thank you. Good morning. So the challenge, if you like, or the topic in this conversation is very much about how advertising can enhance the customer experience. The reason why this is particularly relevant to Sky is because, unlike our traditional competitor set, say in broadcast, ITV or Channel 4, or in the publisher set, we have customers. The other players tend to have viewers or users, which means that we have to look at our advertising experience through a very, very different lens. At its most simple, the way that manifests itself is through a traditional ad load. So on a Sky platform, you might see 1 or 2 ads in pre-roll, and on the competing set, you might see 5, 6, or 7. But the landscape has evolved massively in the ad market, and the consumer is feeling very, very challenged by the behaviors of the big publishers and the big tech companies. They're challenged in a number of ways. Ad formats and ad targeting is not keeping up with customer expectation. Customer journeys are not being taken into account when you think about all those multiple touch points, even some that you've just heard described today. Those multiple touch points that a Sky customer, or indeed any other customer, might have with their content. And ultimately, customers, viewers, users want relevant ads to be served in the relevant environment at the right time. From an advertising perspective, if you're a marketing professional, what you really want to do is get the most effective return you can out of your investment. Drive ad effectiveness and not allow the disintermediating layer in the ad tech space to drive and focus on just margin and yield. Sky's in a relatively fortunate position because we have viewers and customers at scale. We've got fantastic content. But equally, over the last few years, we've become more renowned, if you like, for our amazing data and technology. And in the next 11 or so minutes, I'm just going to do you a whistle-stop tour of 3 things, three major things that we are doing to improve the customer experience. Every single year, Sky Media invests more than £20 million trying to enhance ad effectiveness, and then coupled with that, the customer experience. So the first is AdSmart. Now, a number of you will have heard of this product or proposition. It's about 2 years old now. And Sky AdSmart had this grand ambition, if you like, this ambition to make TV more relevant to more brands, particularly taking into account the digital world that we live in. To enable that, what do you need? You need customers at scale, great content. But actually, the other things that you need are a secure access set-top box or ad server, someone to sell ads, a viewing panel at scale, and targeting technology. And Sky, over the last 5, 6 years, has invested almost £100 million to get to the point where it is today, where we have AdSmart in market and in a period of momentum and growth. So, 2 years in, more than 500 advertisers active on the platform, run 3,600 campaigns. But the 2 most important numbers are the bottom left and top right. So 70% or almost 70% of the advertisers active on the platform are either new to Sky or new to TV. So it's absolutely delivering against its commercial ambition. And of those, almost 2/3 are coming back and booking 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th campaigns. As a platform, it's evolving and building momentum and growth as well. So more channels, more attributes. At launch, we had 100 attributes. By the end of this year, we'll have almost 532. So not almost, we will have 532 attributes that an advertiser can combine to make their desired or relevant target audience. And then you overlay that with the fact that an advertiser can also bring their data set to Sky and then serve ads on the back of that. So surfacing different creative executions based on whether people, existing customers, prospective, high value, low value, basket size, all of those sort of things. But you might ask yourself, what is the relevancy, what is the value add for the viewer, for the customer? Well, my supposition has always been that more relevant ads lead to more engaged audiences. And we have just completed a study looking at more than 5 million viewing events. I've got my slides out of order. Anyway, 5 million viewing events, which says that channel tune away reduces by 32%. I'll come back to that one on the next slide. In terms of the advertisers that have come onto the AdSmart platform, it's attracting all types of advertisers, ranging from the tightly targeted, whether it be high-end finance, software as a service, through to premium quality products such as Burberry, all the way through to that other range of advertisers in the car dealership, or indeed the equivalent of Uber in Newcastle, you heard it here first, is called Dean's Taxis. So that Dean's Taxis campaign, with a £1,300 ad creative animated film, got onto TV for the first time. 32%. The relevancy for customers is that channel tune away for the whole break is reduced by 32% where AdSmart or addressable or targeted advertising is surfaced in that break. Now that absolutely plays to this notion that targeted advertising, relevant advertising, leads to more engaged audiences. So I think that in itself proves that it enhances the customer experience. If you think about AdSmart as a proposition, it's all about taking the very best of digital targeting and applying it to TV. Wouldn't it be great if you could take the very best of TV understanding and apply it to digital? It'd be even better if you could bring down the barriers between TV and digital to serve one single seamless campaign. Because if you think about it conceptually, when you create a campaign plan, you think about this holistic plan that transcends all media, whether it be a creative story or a transactional story that drives people down the funnel. Our next product innovation is all about bringing down the barriers between TV and digital, enabling you to serve campaigns across multiple platforms sequentially and consequentially, telling a story. So we launched and announced Sky Advance 2 weeks ago, and it is now in beta, if you like. So we're working, or will be working, with 30 or so advertisers over the next 2 months to prove the use cases. And we're looking for a cross-section of advertisers, agencies, campaign types to trial that service. And I'm just going to show you a quick explainer now of what that means. With sound.
By directly connecting TV and online audiences, Sky is changing the communications landscape. Introducing Sky Advance, with the power to connect journeys across screens. Using Sky's unique viewing data matched with household profile and device information, Sky Advance delivers advertising from TV to digital and vice versa, connecting content, context, and creative. Reaching the same audience on TV and online, targeted audiences see the right ad at the right time, in the right sequence, and on the right screen, driving increased campaign success. Sky Advance is able to deliver display and VOD on and off the Sky network, as well as via Sky AdSmart on TV. Central to Sky Advance is data which is generated by a market-leading panel of 3 million homes. The Sky Viewing Panel provides unrivaled viewing information from over 500 channels across the Sky platform, including content, spot and sponsorship exposure, as well as recency and frequency. There are many ways that Sky Advance can be used. Extend the reach of a spot campaign digitally, reaching those who haven't seen the TV creative. Reinforce a TV campaign by showing it again online. Amplify sponsorships and deliver digital campaigns based on TV viewing habits. Sky Advance opens up exciting creative possibilities too, with the ability to tell stories. Ensuring creative is seen in the order you intended and delivered with maximum impact. What's good for advertisers is good for viewers too. They get to see more relevant advertising in meaningful sequences whilst remaining anonymous and unidentifiable, as you'd like it yourself. Welcome to the next level of connected campaign. Sky. Believe in better.
So let's just dwell on that for a second. Powering Sky Advance is that 3 million home panel. That 3 million home panel is the largest of its kind in the world, proportionate to population. And then when you think you can overlay that 3 million home panel that gets second-by-second viewing data from hundreds of channels, all of the programs, all of the spots, all of the promotions, all of the sponsorship on that platform. And then you overlay that with the multiple touch points customers have with Sky content. That enables a seamless sequence of ads to be served as a result of TV linear viewing data. There is absolutely no one else in the UK that could provide this. A 3 million home panel is 1,000 times the size of the Google Kantar panel that was talked about recently in their press releases. It's 600 times the size of Barb and gives us this really innate ability to get representative audience sizes to serve these ads across multiple platforms, telling stories, driving customers or consumers down the funnel, allowing you to frequency cap across platforms. Now, the final thing that I wanted to talk about was our advertising placements. When you think about it and you think back to that first screen, we as publishers have been too guilty of forcing ads through or down the throats of customers. So at Sky, because of this customer relationship, because of this customer experience, we're looking at how we change the ad placements across all of our platforms. We partner with a company called ShareThrough, a native ad business based in San Francisco, who most of you will know. But what it means is that we have sympathetic, contextual ad placements in-app and on browser. Rather than having pop-ups and rather than having banners, we serve the ad targeting enabled using our 3 million home panel across all of those devices. So at Sky, we absolutely do believe in better. We believe that we can enhance the viewing experience on TV. We believe that we can enhance the advertiser experience across all platforms. And we have been successful in improving customer improvement scores in online, mobile, and display, and in-app. Thank you.